Simone Biles, the Olympic legend, longed for solitude. After a whirlwind of competitions and non-stop public attention, she decided to take a break, just for herself. She rented a secluded stone manor near Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The estate stretched across misty fields, surrounded by ancient trees. It seemed like the perfect escape. At least, that's what she thought, until the shadows began to move. On her first evening, Simone explored the dusty old library inside the manor. The air smelled of aged paper and forgotten time. Rows of yellowed books lined the shelves, and a carved oak table sat in the middle of the room. That's where she noticed a silver pocket watch. It looked simple but elegant, its hands frozen at 3:17. Smiling, she picked it up, thinking it was a charming antique, and gently turned the tiny knob. The watch ticked once, just once, then went silent. A cold breeze swept across her skin, and suddenly the room felt strange, heavier. That night, Simone jolted awake. Her clock read exactly 3:17 a.m. A soft ticking sound echoed in her bedroom. She looked toward her nightstand, and there it was, the watch. Its hands were glowing with an eerie pale blue light. Her heartbeat quickened. The ticking grew louder. Then she heard it, a whisper. "Simone." It sounded dry and brittle, like rustling leaves. But the voice wasn't in her mind. It was inside her head. Her breath caught in her throat. She snatched up the watch, its metal freezing cold, and shoved it into a drawer. The whispers stopped. Her hands trembled. It was just a nightmare, she whispered to herself. But as she turned to get back into bed, she noticed her bedroom mirror was fogged over. Written in the condensation, in long, shaky letters, were the words, "Time doesn't forget." The next morning, Simone took a walk around the estate, hoping the fresh air would help clear her mind. The fields stretched toward the historic battlefields of Gettysburg, where thousands had fallen in 1863. She tried to enjoy the quiet, but that watch wouldn't leave her thoughts. Back in the library, she hesitated before opening the drawer again. The watch was still there, but now, next to it, was something new, a faded ambrotype. It showed a young Union soldier, his face thin, his eyes sharp and haunting. On the back, scrawled in old handwriting, were the words, "Captain Ezra Holt, 317, July 2, 1863. Her stomach dropped. That was the date of one of the bloodiest days of the Battle of Gettysburg. She searched online for any mention of Ezra Holt, but found nothing. No records, no history. It was like he never existed. Yet holding the photo, she felt a strange heaviness, as if it carried something more than just ink and paper. The soldier's eyes seemed to follow her. She turned the photo over again and froze. New writing had appeared, fresh ink, still wet. "I remember you." That night, the ticking returned, louder, steadier, almost angry. Simone snapped awake. The drawer was wide open. The watch sat on top, glowing brighter than ever, its hands now spinning backwards. "Simone!" The voice was back, harsher, closer. Panicked, she ran to the library. The photo was gone. In its place lay a single musket ball, old, worn, and etched with her initials, S.B. Her chest tightened. She thought to herself, this can't be happening. The air in the room was thick, heavy. Shadows moved in the corners like they were watching her. Then she heard it, a child's laughter, high-pitched, joyful, echoing from the hallway upstairs. Simone froze. She was alone, or she thought she was. The laughter turned into the sound of footsteps, small, rapid, running back and forth. Then it stopped, right outside her bedroom door. She flung it open. No one was there, but on the wooden floor was a small blackened handprint. Later, unable to sleep, she lit a candle. In the soft flickering glow, she looked up and noticed something above her. Scratch marks carved deep into the ceiling, 4 long gashes and a 5th one slowly forming before her eyes. She ran to the window. Outside in the thick fog, she saw them, figures slowly marching through the field. Soldiers, pale, their eyes glowed just like the watch. Simone gripped the musket ball tightly, her hands shaking. Then Ezra's voice echoed again in her mind. You touched it. You're ours now. The watch in her pocket suddenly seared her skin. Visions flooded her mind, blood, smoke, screams, and Ezra Holt falling to the ground, clutching the watch. Time, 3:17. His last breath. The ghostly soldiers moved closer. Their whispers became a chant. Stay, stay. The windows began to rattle violently. The musket ball burned her hand. She dropped it with a scream. The room spun. Her ears rang. She stumbled into the hallway, only to see the walls beginning to bleed. Thick, red streams trickled down the wallpaper. The manor groaned like something inside it was alive. Desperate, she ran to the fireplace. With shaking hands, she threw both the pocket watch and the musket ball into the flames. The fire exploded into an unnatural blue inferno. A shriek, not her own, ripped through the manor. Outside, the soldiers froze, then faded into the fog. The ticking stopped. Silence fell, heavy, endless. As Simone turned to leave, something blocked the hallway. Ezra Holt. His face twisted and shifted with each blink, melting, then forming again. He didn't move. He only whispered, "Time never dies." At sunrise, Simone fled the estate. She never looked back. Today, the manor still stands, empty. Locals whisper about strange sounds echoing through the fields at exactly 3:17 a.m. The watch? Gone. The musket ball? Disappeared. But some believe Ezra Holt's spirit still lingers, searching for them, waiting for the next soul to claim. Have you ever touched something that felt cursed? Tell us your story in the comments, and follow for more tales that haunt The dark,